The biggest question people have about laundry are two questions. What can you wash together, and what kind of detergent do you use, and where do you put the detergent? Well, I've brought down a big pile of dirty clothes, and it looks kind of scary, but we're going to get through it. First, I'm just going to throw everything right on the floor. As you can see, I have a front-loading washing machine, but the principle is the same for a top-loading machine. The only difference really is where you put the detergent and when to put it in, and I'll get to that, so don't worry. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get down on the floor and open up my washing machine, and I'm just going to start sorting things as I put things in. I'm going to do a dark load first, so I'm just going to grab the dark clothes as I put them in. If I'm not sure about something, I'll set it to the side. So I'm going to put my lighter colored clothes to the side, and I'm going to put my darker colored clothes in. Now, if you're worried about turning your white clothes pink with something red, you know, you can really wash dark and light clothes together as long as you're using cold water. And I would recommend using cold water all the time anyway. The only time I use hot water to wash the clothes, to wash anything, is when I'm washing the sheets, pillowcases and things like that, and sometimes towels. That's the only time I ever use hot water. The rest of the time I'll use cold. And hot water really doesn't get your clothes any cleaner. So if you think you're going to get cleaner clothes by using hot water, they'll get just as clean with cold water. So as you can see, I'm just throwing all of the dark clothes in together. Now if you have even more laundry than this, which you might, and you have too many dark clothes for one load that's just not all going to fit, then I separate my dark clothes into things that are fuzzy, like this fuzzy sock and these pajama bottoms, and things that are shinier, like there was a pair of pants in here that was blue. They're shiny and smooth. So if you want to separate your dark clothes, if you have to do more than one load of dark, do it that way. Otherwise, if you can fit everything in there, jeans, zip up the pockets on the jeans, or zip up the zipper on the jeans and check the pockets, I should say. You never know what you're going to find in the pockets, and sometimes it's something that you really don't want to have go into the washing machine. Also, I turn them inside out too. That way you can really see if there's anything in the pockets, and they'll last longer if you turn things inside out. If you have any socks that are balled up like this, even though it's kind of gross to do this, you want to make sure that they don't go into the wash all balled up, because they won't get clean. And when you dry them, they won't get dry either, and you're just going to end up washing them over again. I'm almost done with my quick sort, and once I'm done with that, we'll do the detergent. Now, if you have a top-loading machine, you're going to put the detergent or the laundry soap in first, before the clothes, and start running the water so that you're not putting the soap directly onto the clothes. They can get stained that way, actually, if you put the soap right onto the clothes. Okay, everything fits in there, so I'm going to close this up. Now, like I said, if you had a top-loading machine, you would have put your detergent in first. You just pour it right in the top and start the water running before you loaded the clothes in. But mine's a front loader, so there should be somewhere on here a drawer that pulls out for your detergent. You're not going to use a lot. I filled this cup up halfway. There's a little line here, and you really don't need a lot. So you put the detergent in there, and if it's okay to use fabric softener on your clothes, you want to use fabric softener. There should be a little container or compartment for that. And again, you don't need a whole lot, just put a little bit in. Obviously I'm doing dark clothes, so I'm not going to use bleach, but just one thing about bleach, don't use bleach for anything. The only thing I use bleach for is when I am washing sheets, because I just like to wash my sheets in bleach and hot water. Other than that, it's not going to get your clothes any cleaner. It's probably going to ruin your clothes more than it'll help them. So just stay away from bleach. You don't even need it. If you have a stain on something, spray it before you put it in. Spray it with some spray and wash or some kind of a cleaner like that before you put the clothes in. So I put in the detergent, I put in the fabric softener. I'm going to close that. I've already said cold water. You never really need to use hot water. So if you have a bunch of settings here, normal is usually the way you're going to go. If you have anything that's hand wash or delicate or anything like that, don't put it in the washing machine. Okay, so most of your clothes are going to be washed on normal, and like I said, they're going to be washed on cold. Okay, and I'm just going to press the start button, and the clothes will start to wash in just a few seconds. That's all there is to it. The next pile will be wiped, and then we'll be done.